Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6, NFL Week 7. All right, let's go, Ace.
All right, boys, NFL Week 7. Let's get started. Here we go, boys. Start you guys off. We got Cleveland Browns at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a 3-point favorite here. Cleveland 2-3-1. Coming off a 38-14 thrashing to the Chargers. Got spanked completely. The Browns 0-2 on the road, which means, they played a lot of games at home to start the season. Everybody's all excited. The Browns, let's put some money on the Browns' futures. They could really turn it around and make the playoffs. My ass. Okay. Then we got, QB rookie Baker Mayfield. He had that nice comeback win against the Jets. Since then, the guy in his 3 starts, 52% completion, 4 TDs, 5 interceptions. He's playing like a rookie. I like the kid, but he's a rookie and he's playing like one. Then we got the Browns with the 29th ranked defense. So don't get excited about their defense. I don't know. This is all just, I don't know what people are talking about. Then we got Tampa Bay 2-3. 3-game losing streak, guys. 3-game losing streak coming off a 34-29 loss at Atlanta. Coming off back-to-back road games, so they're glad to get home. And you know what? Jameis Winston looked pretty good against Atlanta. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do here. And I've always been a fan of him, and I think this could be a good breakout season for him. They're going to compete for a playoff spot there. Their defense is not good. That's the real problem here. But their offense is good, and you're going up against the Browns. You're at home. That's enough. This is an easy one, boys. Take Tampa Bay -3. Second game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Rams are a 10-point favorite here, guys. Rams 6-0, coming off a 23-20 win at Denver. Told you guys last week, take Denver. Rams, number 1 total offense in the league, and they are averaging 32 points per game, which I think is 3rd in the league. So they got a high-powered offense. But, in the last 4 games, they're giving up 26 points per game and an average win margin of only 6, guys. Average win margin of only 6, and this spread here is 10. This is their 3rd straight road game, guys. They're tired. They want to get on 3rd straight road game. Then we got San Francisco 1-5, coming off a tough 33-30 loss at Green Bay. Completely blew that game. If anybody saw that game, 2 minutes left, they were down by 7, and somehow they lose the game in regulation. They were up by 7 with 2 minutes left, and they still somehow lose the game in regulation. They completely blew that game. 4 of their first 6 games were on the road. And here's the thing. They haven't lost any game by more than 11 all season. So they're sticking around. They're not getting blown out, And they've scored at least 24 points in 5 of their 6 games. So they're going to put up some points here, guys. That's for sure. CJ Beathard is playing solid. The guy, he's a slinger, so he's going to have some interceptions. But he's playing solid, guys. And I really like their run D. They haven't given up more than 61 yards to only one running back, who is Melvin Gordon of the Chargers. Other than that, they're playing their run D is pretty good, so I think they're going to slow down Gurley. You know what? Rams should win this game, but I really like San Francisco to keep this close. They could win. You never know. This is the NFL. They're all professionals there. But I really like San Francisco +10. All right, boys, San Francisco +10. Game 3, we got Houston Texans at Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are a 5-point favorite. Houston 3-3, coming off a 20-13 win against Buffalo. Houston is on a 3-game winning streak, boys. One thing about Houston, every single game this season has been decided by 7 points or less. That could be good, that could be bad. They're staying close in all these games. They could be 6-0. You never know. I really like Houston here. Watson's playing well. He had, I think, 3 straight 300-plus yard games. Buffalo, he didn't play as good. He's got to, control those interceptions, but he's trending up. Then we got Jacksonville, 3-3, coming off a thrashing at Dallas, 40-7. They just looked horrible. You know, they're definitely happy to come back home. They've given up 70 points in the last 2 games. I don't know what the hell is going on. And you know what? To be honest, they just look like a complete mess. The defense doesn't look good. Everyone's talking about Jacksonville, Saxonville, da-da-da-da. The defense looks like a mess. Blake Bortles is throwing interceptions left and right. I don't know what's going on. Fournette, this guy's been injured more than half of his career. The whole team is a mess right now, guys. I don't trust them. They could win, they could lose. But I really like Houston +5. I wouldn't be surprised if they win. I'm definitely taking Houston +5. This is my lock of the week. Big Reed, let's go.
I'm starting off with Bengals at Chiefs. The current spread is Chiefs -6. We got the Chiefs coming off a tough loss at New England, 43-40. We got the Bengals also coming off a loss versus the Steelers at home. Mahomes is going to have a big game here, spreading the ball out. They play well at home. I mean, this is expected to be a shootout. Dalton will have a good game too, and Mixon. But at the end of the day, it's in Kansas City. Kansas City is going to play well. I'm taking the Chiefs -6. The next game I got is the Vikings at the Jets. The current spread is Vikings -3. We got the Vikings coming off a win at home versus the Cardinals, 27-17. That was expected. I mean, and we got the Jets coming off a win at home versus the Colts, 42-34. You know, the Vikings haven't looked just what they were supposed to be this season on the defensive side of the ball, but the offensive side of the ball, they look pretty good. Kirk Cousins has stepped it up as of late. Adam Thielen has been playing really well. I know that because I have him on my fantasy team. He has the most receiving yards in the league. Then we got Stephon Diggs, who hasn't been playing well. I believe Dalvin Cook is expected to play this weekend. If not, Latavius Murray will fill in very well for him. Then we got the Jets, who are on a 2-game winning streak. Sam Darnold has looked impressive so far with what offense he has. He doesn't have that many weapons. A couple wide receivers are questionable. Quincy Enunwa and Terrell Pryor are questionable for this weekend's game. Isaiah Crowell has looked well. And then overall, the Jets' D has looked overrated. They gave up 34 points to the Colts without their number 1 wide receiver, T.Y. Hilton. I think all the money is going in on the Jets this weekend. I'm taking the Vikings -3, and that's my lock of the week. The last game I got is the Cowboys at Redskins. The current spread is Redskins -1.5. We got the Cowboys coming off a big win at home, blowing out the Jaguars 40-7. We got the Redskins coming off a home win, but versus the Panthers just barely by 6. Dak looked really good last week. I was pretty impressed. Cole Beasley also stepped it up. Then we had Alex Smith, didn't look really that good. 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Adrian Peterson played well. Chris Thompson was out, but he will be back this weekend. I just think Dallas is inconsistent. They win one week, then they lose next week. It's also in Washington, so I can't trust them with this one. So I'm taking the Redskins -1.5.
All right, boys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, look forward to the comments.